Hi, welcome to the 4th edition of Stimuli, where I have today the Go-Betweens record from 1987, Tallulah, and of course this full length was sandwiched in between two of the band's standout records, Liberty Bell and the Black Diamond Express and 16 Lovers Lane, and on that, this record being in between those really marks a transitional period in terms of sound. So you have the more underground indie values, production values of Liberty Bell, and then conversely you have the more polished production of 16 Lovers Lane. So this record comes right in the middle, and once you get to know the band you'll really hear that, I believe, once you give these tracks a go. So speaking of the track list, the one song that really grabbed me initially was The House That Jack Kerouac Built. It sort of has a gothic post-punk type feel, a brooding type rhythm to it, reminiscent for me of bands like the Chills of New Zealand at the time, and so forth. And of course Robert Forster's croony low baritone vocal coming through, and his sort of cryptic lyrics, a real standout in this track, which isn't by any stretch the most accessible tune on the release, but like I say, it is the one that grabbed me, with the most mystique, if you like, in the first place. In fact, elsewhere on the record, these other tracks are typically more direct, and like I say, a lot more direct than the previous release, Liberty Bell, than those on that release, and none more so perhaps than Bye Bye Pride, which again features some quite eclectic, interesting lyrics. In La Brisa de la Palma, A Teenage Rasputin is one such example, where we have the pop culture reference come in there, and so forth. And I'd say invariably across these songs, the lyrics remain strong and unique in their own way. So each song has its own strong profile, which, like I say, otherwise, the fact that they're quite direct really lends a lot of character to this release. And I definitely would recommend you check this out, even if you later discover it's perhaps not your favourite Go-Betweens record. And there's definitely some great tunes on here. And just one note before we go, this was, I believe, the first record that Amanda Brown recorded with the band. Now she's a multi-instrumentalist, perhaps best known for her vocals, but also her oboe playing, which of course you hear on the track Bye Bye Pride.